As educators, we have both an ethical and legal responsibility to make all course materials accessible for people with disabilities. There are many assistive technology devices and programs that aid people with various disabilities, like screen readers, magnifiers, and voice recognition software. When designing a new online or hybrid course, we must be certain that the online learning materials we use are compatible with these different tools. So let's go over 10 basic tips that will help us develop accessible web content. Tip number 1, headings. When creating documents using word processing software, choose one of the pre-made, built-in styles or layouts. These have been specially designed so they can be interpreted by screen readers. Tip number 2, text formatting. Some people with disabilities use magnifiers for reading. Therefore, all text has to be able to be resized up to 200% without loss of content or functionality. For compliance, always select a font from the serif or sans serif families. Tip number 3, hyperlinks. A URL or hyperlink is a string of characters that connects a user to other web content. This is a demonstration of a screen reader.
JAWS context menu, options menu, basics ... To navigate, press up or down arrow.
It translates text into spoken word. When a screen reader translates a URL, it can sound strange because the characters are not words.
Welcome to Disability Resources and Services.
The hyperlink description must be edited so that it makes sense as a sentence by itself, even out of context when translated through a screen reader. Tip number 4, use of color. The most important things to remember about color are: number 1, all information shown with color must be available without color. And number 2, do not use color coding, like color-only blocks for multiple choice questions or actions as shown in this example. Tip number 5, animations and visual effects. Fast flashing animations and other visual graphics like this one could actually be life-threatening for someone with a seizure disorder. Flashing and blinking objects or text can be dangerous depending on the speed and size of the animation. Follow the standard of 3 flashes or below. This means that web pages should not have any animations or graphics that flash more than 3 times in 1 second. Tip number 6, OCR. OCR stands for Optical Character Recognition. It's the process used to convert scanned images into text that can be interpreted by screen readers and other assistive technology. If an image or document is to be used, it must be adapted to be OCR compliant. Free OCR software is available online. Tip number 7, keyboard navigation. Not everyone can use a traditional mouse, so all links, buttons, and other interactive content must be able to be navigated with only a keyboard in order to be accessibility compliant. Tip number 8, transcripts and captions. Transcripts are written text of audio presentations. When a video, podcast, or slideshow is used, there must be a written transcript of the dialogue or narration. Closed captioning must also be available for video presentations. Please view the accompanying video and PDF titled How to Create Closed Captions for YouTube Videos. Tip number 9, web accessibility evaluation. There are many different tools to analyze web content for accessibility compliance. The most commonly used one is WAVE, provided by WebAIM. It also has a free color contrast checker. Most word processing programs have a built-in accessibility checker, and Adobe Reader can test your PDF and OCR images. Tip number 10, accessibility statement. Finally, it is critical and legally required to provide an accessibility statement either in the course content, in a template, or in the syllabus. Use the statement approved by your college or university. Please feel free to print a copy of the accompanying PDF titled 10 Tips for Creating Accessible Web Content for more detailed information and resources.